It's a lot today. Monday morning was a lot to deal with. There's a lot to unpack. And it's not even Monday morning anymore. It's after 1, and I'm still unpacking a lot of the things that happened this weekend and uncovering how I really feel about it and what I want my part in this new world to be. Hi, this is Jackie with Coventry Creations, and we are in our new world. We need to coexist with COVID. We need to address the injustices that are going on. We need to understand how we feel about it and how we're going to affect our community and what kind of good neighbor we're going to be into our community. Because this is really tough. Right? So you look at astrology right now, and with Venus retrograde on top of the other retrograde planets, what happens is it's hard to see past our own point of view. It's really hard to get beyond our own needs and our own pain. We address the world through the filters of our experiences and our pains and our problems. And now with Venus in retrograde, it makes it more so. It's hard to see what other people are going through and what their needs are. I am a huge proponent of justice. I am, and here at Coventry, equality is so important. I really, in the core of my being, feel that equality in this country has to start with our Black brothers and sisters. If that doesn't happen, none of the other points of equality are gonna anchor in. As a woman, as a witch, a person of alternative spirituality, as a mother of a Black daughter, as a friend and an ally of LGBTQIA plus folks, all of this stuff is really, really important to me, and it hurts my heart right now, and I think it's hurting your heart too. We're not alone in this. So I spent a lot of time thinking about this whole process and how I want to address magically the energy that's in front of me. One of the things I talk about all the time is that instead of fighting against the energy that's surrounding you, use it. You use it to affect change. And this is how I do it. And right now, I'm looking at 3 candles. I spent a lot of time meditating on these 3 candles over this past weekend and what we need. First one is needed change banishing, because we are in the middle of change. And so let's embrace that change, ride the waves of change, be a part of that change. Truth and justice is the next one. There's a lot of misinformation out there. There's a lot of information that's hard to hear and hard to absorb. And we want to get defensive about it. As a white person, I want to get defensive about some of this information. And I want to know what's really true. And then I want the justice for this. The justice part is really, really important. And I want to talk about some of this justice in America. And then protection. I need protection. I need my psyche and my spirit to have a little protection so I can step into this information and process it. It's not just what's going out in the outer world, it's how it's affecting my inner world. And then I'm digging into more and more information, reading more books, not only about the Spanish flu and the pandemic that we have right now, about systemic racism, and I'm educating myself on these things. And so I need to this helps me step into it and absorb it, but also that protection from violence and that protection from the crazy energy out there. That's the other big thing. There's a lot of energy that you can get swept away in, and that's I realized that's what I was doing. I was getting swept into a lot of this energy, and I have to say, wait a minute, hang on, wait a minute. What's my piece and what's my part, and how can I positively affect change? So what I've done is I lit all 3 candles, and in front of these candles, I have a piece of paper. There's nothing on the piece of paper to start. It's more like a legal pad. And so what I'm doing is I'm writing out my feelings and my concerns, and I'm talking about that on that legal pad so I can understand how to not just internalize it, but how to process it in and then out if need be, and how to take action from that. We've got a lot. Nobody is exempt from this. Whether you're in agreement or disagreement, whether you say, go, 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 violence is the answer, you say, no, violence is never the answer. Whether you say, just protesters, it doesn't matter. Doesn't matter. We're all processing the same influx of energy, and we never stop processing all the stuff we've been dealing with COVID-19 and the pandemic. We have to learn how to coexist with this COVID. We have to learn how to exist in this world. And the very, very first thing I did, though, is I got myself some Florida water and I did a cleansing. And what I want to absorb the blessing and I want to release the curse. I want to release the things that are keeping me stuck. So there's a lot of really powerful, magical things you can do. And magic is action. Action is magic. It's when we're choosing to create change in this world. So your magical actions, your magical pushes out in the world can be as needed and as effective as getting out there and protesting in the street. You do what you can. And that's what this always is about, is everyone has a different role in a different place in this change. We're in the middle of a global change. So keep yourself clear, keep yourself centered, keep truth at the forefront, stay protected, and ride the waves of change. One last little thing is I'm also working with my energy centers, my chakras. And what I did is I used the sprays of this, which I didn't have handy to show you, but stay rooted. I said I had to get rooted. I was in the middle of like a really intense energy shift, watching what was going on and not being able to assist or help or be part of. So I got rooted, get grounded. When you're grounded, you can do anything. Then I spent time looking for clarity. So on your third eye, whose information am I sucking into my third eye, into this space of my psyche, and what's really important, and how to clear out everyone else's junk so I can understand how I feel. And then empowered, speaking my truth. I couldn't do this video this morning because I needed time to figure this out. I needed time to say, what do I want to say to my precious friends and listeners and customers? What are they looking for from me? And I think the thing you're always looking for from me and from Coventry is to understand the magic of this, is to understand how to manage your own energy and move forward, because that's the way we're going, is we're always going forward. There's no going backwards. And we're learning this lesson right now in 2020. So remember that not everything that happens is yours. Learn what is yours. Stay grounded. Stay focused on the truth. And we will make amazing magic happen. Stay tuned for more. This is Jackie from Coventry, and I wish you all much, much magic and empowerment and clarity and truth. Take care.